welcome back. I am coming on to do a layout for Mintay Papers. I'm on their design team and I started looking through my Mintay Papers collection, and this collection right here, Next Trip, it caught my eye again because it is so incredibly gorgeous. We've got these sky blue tones, the florals, sand color, wood grain, all of the good things, right? I did already go ahead and I fussy cut out paper number 9. See, it's got this gorgeous wood color on the one side and all of these gorgeous die cuts on the other. So I already have that cut out and good to go. So I think that is awesome. And on the back of the cover, you also get that paper. Okay, so I have that. I've got the 6x6 paper pad. Not sure if I'm using it yet. I do love the smaller scale of all of the artwork. It is absolutely beautiful. So I have that on my desk, super handy. So I have a plan. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this piece out. It's like this gorgeous globe meets floral with sky blue. So super pretty, can't get enough of that. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and place it right on top of paper number 3. This is paper number 5, by the way. Paper number 3, I'm not quite sure. We're going to see how that goes. But I also like the idea of double matting whatever I use with paper number 2 and paper number 5. So if I did something like that, we would get the most gorgeous little matted combo. So what I'm going to do for now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and make sure which background I want. Then I'll go ahead and mat all of my layers. Oh, and let me show you my photo. This is a photo from a couple years ago. This is my oldest daughter, and she is on the beach. I believe she was in Florida on the Gulf side. So that is what we have there. And I'll go ahead and just grab a scrap piece of white cardstock and mat that photo so it pops rather nicely. So I can have her looking at Florida. That would be really cute. She's like, hey, Florida. Okay, let me go ahead and do that and I'll be back. I did go ahead and I just double matted my layout and I placed the detail cut piece out onto this sky blue paper. I think it is gorgeous. It's the same exact tone that was on the original piece of paper. Let me show you what I mean by that. This is paper number 5 that I cut it out of. So it is that same blue, but the difference is it's popped up. So we've got this really nice feeling of dimension. I used a little piece of white scrap cardstock, matted my photo. I want to go through my 6x6 paper pad to see if I wanted to, and at this point I don't want to, but just to see if I wanted to add, I'm going to use that. I'm telling you stories. Okay, I'm going to mat my photo on a piece of this ticket paper and then I think onto the floral, just so I have a little something extra. And then I'm going to get to layering with tons and tons of these pieces I already went ahead and cut out. So I have got that map piece all fussy cut out. Now I'm going to start placing these different elements and see what might work with this layout. I love that airplane, but I don't think I'm going to have it stay. I'm going to put that little geotag to the spot where Florida is on the map. So I think that will work. I'm going to put most of my elements around my photo, but then I'm going to do a secondary cluster on the left side by the flower. Just kind of a small one. I just felt like having more than one cluster. Let's see, that little Polaroid camera at the top is super, super cute. I want to keep that. And I also added just a little bit of a title from my stash. So you see it's all popped up. I think that's working. Now I've got this really large floral and I don't want to waste any of it. So I'm going to cut it in half and use the 2 different sizes in my 2 clusters that we've created, which, and bend up the little leafy bits to give ourselves just a little bit more of a shadow and some dimension with it. It's one of those things I tend to do, especially with florals. I love that look. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of tangled thread to my 2 clusters. I'm going to use a nice little pink and a bit of an olive shade and just go ahead and tuck it right under to give myself a little something extra to look at. It allows us just to see a tiny bit of color on both sides that wasn't there before, and I like it. It's a fun little touch.
There we go. And now I'm going to use these larger letters to spell out the word birthday. And just gonna go through and pull off the letters that I need.
I added just a few little sparkles and some white Kreativa paint. It makes it look like the water splashes here and there, and I love that look. It's a little something extra, and the Kreativa paint dries super opaque and a tiny bit upraised. So I encourage you to try that. I will see you guys ever so soon with another video, friends. Thank you so much for watching.